need to pre-process tool inputs or post-process results without modifying the core tool implementation. You'll see how to create middleware that automatically sanitizes negative values before calculation and adds metadata timestamps to results, all while keeping the original tool logic clean and focused. The pattern uses FastMCP's on-call tool hook to intercept calls, modify arguments, and transform responses in a reusable way. From FastMCP server middleware, import middleware, middleware context. Class tool call middleware, middleware. Async def on call tool, self context, middleware context call next. Hash modify arguments before execution. If context message name equals, calculate. Hash ensure positive inputs. If context message arguments get value 0, 0. Context message arguments value equals abs context message arguments value. Result equals await call next context. Hash transform result after execution. If context message name equals get data. Hash add metadata to result. If result structured content. Result structured content processed at equals 2024-01-01T000000Z. Return result. This demonstrates the interceptor pattern applied to model context protocol operations. The middleware acts as a transparent layer that can inspect, modify, or augment requests and responses without altering the core tool implementations. What makes this distinctive is its ability to create cross-cutting concerns that apply uniformly across all operations, from input validation to result transformation, while keeping the business logic untouched. The pattern works by establishing a pipeline where each middleware component can pre-process requests before they reach the target operation, and post-process responses before they return to the caller. This creates a clean separation between operation-specific logic and infrastructure concerns like validation, logging, or data enrichment. The middleware chain executes in a predictable order, with each component deciding whether to continue the chain or short-circuit it, enabling both global policies and operation-specific customizations. This approach solves the problem of scattered infrastructure code by centralizing common concerns in reusable components. You'd use this pattern when you need to apply consistent policies, like input sanitization or result formatting, across multiple operations, or when you want to add monitoring without modifying existing tools. The trade-off is increased complexity in debugging flows, as the execution path becomes less linear, but the benefit is dramatically cleaner tool implementations and consistent behavior across your entire server. Let's break it down. From FastMCP server middleware, import middleware, middleware context. Imports the base middleware class and its context type from FastMCP. This establishes the foundation for intercepting and modifying tool calls, enabling pre-processing of inputs and post-processing of results. Class tool call middleware, middleware. Async def on call tool, self context, middleware context call next. Hash modify arguments before execution. If context message name equals, calculate. Hash ensure positive inputs. If context message arguments get value 0, 0. Context message arguments value equals abs context message arguments value. This implements pre-execution middleware for tool calls. It intercepts the calculate tool specifically to enforce positive inputs, converting any negative values to their absolute equivalent. This is the middleware pattern for cross-cutting concerns like input validation, applied consistently across all tool calls. Result equals await call next context. This invokes the next middleware in the chain, passing the modified context. The await call next pattern enables pre-processing before execution and post-processing after, forming the middleware pipeline. Without this, the chain would break, preventing subsequent middleware from running.
If context message name equals get data. If result structured content.
This implements conditional result transformation for the getData tool. It first checks if the tool being processed is getData, then verifies the result contains structured content before modification. This pattern ensures safe transformation by validating the result structure exists before attempting to modify it.
Return result.
This returns the processed result to the middleware chain. Without this explicit return, the modified result would be lost, breaking the pipeline. It's the final step in the middleware pattern, ensuring all transformations propagate to the next handler. Middleware interception pattern. This tool call middleware demonstrates FastMCP's execution interception capability, where middleware can pre-process arguments and post-process results without modifying the core tool implementation. The middleware context's message arguments dictionary is mutable, allowing direct modification of tool inputs before execution. By returning the transformed result from call next, you maintain the middleware chain while adding processing layers.
The middleware that touches nothing transforms everything.